New technology allows GRPD officers to gather that kind of information more quickly and effectively. But is it violating your privacy? There's the big question. New at 6 o'clock, 24-hour News 8's Joe LaFurgey is asking that question.
Grand Rapids Police started testing this license plate reading technology about a year ago. It is simple and it's effective. An officer can read a license plate by simply glancing up at a screen in his cruiser. Now, the ACLU doesn't have a problem with collecting this information. It's the storage.
You can see it's picking up all these cars and how just quickly it's doing it.
It is technology with both crime and cost-saving benefits. Cameras that read a license plate and feed that number into a computer that flags the number if the plate is wanted by the law. Everything from outstanding parking tickets to outstanding warrants.
That's a perfectly appropriate use of this technology.
You won't get any arguments from the ACLU's Miriam Ackerman on the value of the system. Her organization is concerned with what happens to the information on license numbers not connected to a crime or infraction.
It can tell whether you've gone to church or gone to a nightclub. It can tell if you've been to a political protest or if you've been to a gun shop. And does the government really need to have that kind of location, date information on innocent people?
The ACLU has been contacting law enforcement agencies across the country to find out what their policies are. Not just how long the data is stored, but who has access to it. We put those same questions to GRPD officials this spring when they announced they'd recoup 5 stolen vehicles and $42,000 in unpaid parking tickets in the short time the system has been in use. We found the information is only available to a limited number of investigators. Guidelines are in place to make sure officers don't abuse the system, and penalties up to and including dismissal from the force if they do. And GRPD officials say plate data from the vehicles, wanted or not, will be stored for 1 year. Say a crime is committed in the area after a plate has been read, detectives can then go back and check to see if a possible suspect vehicle was in the area at the time of the crime. GRPD officials believe the 1-year period balances the privacy of citizens and their investigative needs. The ACLU disagrees.
That retention periods should be measured in days, maybe in weeks, but certainly not in months or years.
Now, if you want to learn more on how the system works and how GRPD is collecting and storing that technology, we have links to our past stories at woodtv.com. In Grand Rapids, Joe LaFurgey, 24-hour News 8.